Hi everyone, and today we'll talk about new Golden Pursuits campaign in Elder Scrolls Online, so let's dive right into it. There are 20 Golden Pursuits in total, but you need to complete only 12 to get all the rewards, so let's dive right into it, how to do this in the most efficient and fastest way possible. You still have 13 days, almost 13 days left to do everything, and it's pretty much enough to get everything, even to complete all the 20 pursuits that there are in total in current campaign. By completing 3 you will get 10,000 golds, by completing 6 pursuits you will get 100 transmutation geodes, by completing 8 you will get 2 Atronach crates, crown crates, by completing 10 you will get 10,000 Telvar stones, and by completing 12 you will get 30,000 gold in total. So what do you need to do in current Golden Pursuits campaign? First you need to defeat 40, 80 and 120 enemies on season difficulty or higher. Now you can choose difficulty level for your open world exploration in Elder Scrolls Online, and for that you simply just need to open your character tab, and on the left side of the screen now you can find difficulty levels: Adventurer, Seasoned, Master and Vestige, and it's working pretty the same like Torment levels difficulty in Diablo. You simply just choosing which type of difficulty you are playing, and enemies getting stronger, and you are also rewarding by slaying them you are rewarded with more gold and more XP, but it's not making your chance of getting loot higher. It's only giving you more gold and XP by slaying monsters around the world, and it's affecting only world and different world activities and public activities. So first, what you need to do, you need to slay in total 120 enemies on season difficulty or higher, and easiest and fastest way for that will be to visit Craglorn Zone and to go there either in Skyreach Catacombs or to visit Spellscar and slay enemies there, or of course you can visit Aliker's Desert, and there you can slay zombies near Sentinel on the northern shore of Sentinel there, or pretty every spot around the world also working. Also you can find some good spots like spots in Cold Harbor, right outside of Court of Contempt. Also there are quite tons of enemies standing very close to each other. Next one asks you to destroy 3 Dark Anchors on seasoned difficulty or higher, and for that just look for the Dark Anchors public events around the world. Fastest will be in Aliker's Desert almost all the time, in any time of the day and night. People farm in Aliker's Desert Dark Anchors or Dolmens. And just visit Aliker's Desert and look for the group. You will do this in simply no time. Next one asks you to kill 2 public dungeon bosses on season difficulty or higher, and kill 5 public dungeon bosses on season difficulty on or higher. For that, again, visit any public dungeon around the world in any major location, almost in any location in the game you can find public dungeons. And my advice will be to choose base game public dungeons, because in DLCs public dungeons are much more difficult, so you will do this in no time, especially in locations where capitals of your alliance capitals are located. There are tons of people, so you will find group in no time. It will be much easier for you. For example, in Zeshan, it's Forgotten Crypts public dungeon. Next one asks you to kill 3 world bosses and 5 world bosses on season difficulty or higher. And again, for world bosses, look for the skull with the sword marks around the map. World bosses, you can find world bosses in pretty every single location around the world, around the Tamriel and beyond, in DLCs and in base game locations. But again, my advice will be to visit any non-DLC location. World bosses are there much easier, and they're much more and in the zones where capitals are situated, like again, like Dishan, like Stormhaven, and of course like Grasswoods, you can find world bosses much easier, because people are roaming around the capitals and it's much easier to find people there, or you can always find people through the group finder. Next one asks you to consume 20 stat enhancing potions on season difficulty or higher. Again, simply just use any potions, or you can craft them, you can buy them, and just drink it, and use it on seasoned difficulty or higher. Next one asks you to block 150,000 damage on season difficulty or higher. Just find any group of mobs of ads and simply just block damage. And you probably want to slot self-healing to be able to survive the damage. Again, you can do this simply just in something like several seconds. Just make sure you have a self-heal or any shield to survive that amount of damage. Next one asks you to kill 30 foes with class skills on season difficulty or higher, and for that again just slot any class skills and use them on any enemies on season difficulty or higher. Again, if you want more enemies and if you want to do this fast, the fastest way possible, just visit Gruglorn Zone and jump there into either Skyreach or Spellscarred Zone, or again you can find any other farm spots like zombies on the northern shore of Sentinel in Aliker's Desert. Next one asks you to use ultimate skills 5 times on season difficulty or higher, and for that you can either visit any guild hall or your house with eyelids well placed, or just use your ultimate skills 5 times. Again, it's very easy and fast. Defeat 30 enemies and 60 enemies on master difficulty on higher, and for that you need pretty good build, because master difficulty is quite tough and difficult, and Vestige difficulty is even more even tougher. And my advice, to not sleep on class mastery. By the way, I've made a guide on class mastery. Definitely do check that guide, how it's working, which type of skills you can use, and what the class mastery in general is, what this new system. So definitely do use that system, it will help you quite a lot. And do not forget to place any self-heals or shields. Again, it will save you quite a lot, because on master difficulty enemies is doing quite great amount of damage on you, and you're doing quite less amount of damage on enemies. So again, visit any spot where you can find quite a lot of enemies, pull them and just slay them with either in group or with good builds. Kill 2 public dungeon bosses on master difficulty or higher. Again, visit any public dungeon, kill 1 world boss on master difficulty or higher. Again, find any world boss and kill it on master difficulty. And the last one will be the toughest. Defeat 20 and 40 enemies on Vestige difficulty. There you need either group or quite good build to slay them, because it's quite tough difficulty again. So definitely do not sleep on class mastery, on probably mythics if you are playing through some mythic builds, or just try your build around in some arenas or on target dummy to see how much damage you're doing, and slot something for survivability, because it's literally just the hardest difficulty in the game, and the fastest way will be either in public dungeons or in, again, Spellscar or Sky Reach. And last two pursuits asking you to kill 2 public dungeon bosses on Vestige difficulty and 1 world boss on Vestige difficulty. For that, just look for any Vestige difficult, any public dungeon or world boss around the world, and again just slay them in public dungeon or if it's world boss around the world. But again, non-DLC world bosses and public dungeons are much easier than DLC versions of them, and in locations where capitals are situated, there are much more people roaming around, much easier to do this almost in any time of day and night. And also do not forget that there is a group finder in the game. It will help you quite a lot to do these golden pursuits in pretty no time, and with much less painful experience. So here it is, guys. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for channel if you want more videos like this. Also check our different guides, builds, overviews on Assassin's Creed series, The Division series, Elder Scrolls Online. Also check our different playlists with different guides, builds, and overviews. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Good luck.